for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the chance from the other side, the NFC, the Arizona Cardinals.
The Ravens take over.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, the Ravens have done it again, champions of the AFC. Remember, they won Super Bowl 47 back in February of 2013, but had not won so much as a playoff game since then.
And remember, Ravens history begins in 1996 when the Browns moved from Cleveland and became the Baltimore Ravens. Since then, as you mentioned, they've been to the Super Bowl twice. Number 47 you mentioned, and they won that one with offense. I think they won that one 34-31. But how about Super Bowl 35 in Tampa over the Giants? That one was done with a dominant defense.
Meanwhile, the Arizona Cardinals into the Super Bowl for just the second time in franchise history, and they're trying to win their first into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Murray from midfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Murray with a 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Murray. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Marcus Peters.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And on the grandest of stages, with a whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And some room to roam now. The 40. He's at the 30. 10.
This is my road, baby.
Way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
85 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
And they'll begin by running the option.
Escaping the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That's some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this, we can protect this, and make sure we keep the ball.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And the defense has got it in their end zone. And that strip may have just saved this ball game for them.
Touchdown.
And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. On the return, here's Edmonds. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Flush to his right. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Murray going to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Pick 6 is starting to be old hat for Peters. He had 3 of these to lead the NFL in 2019, and he comes up with another here. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. After the interception, here's Jackson.
You know they pay me.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
That makes the score. Ravens 20.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. 36 yards on the play.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now Murray again, escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams there to make the grab. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keep...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught on the right side. Williams.
No good on the fake.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. They're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Jackson on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the Ravens are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
At the 4-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. A gain of 6 there on first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Being chased out left. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
That's good.
11 yards there, first down. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report.
Defense.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start on the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Gets past one man. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard second down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Dancing to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald, 45 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Well, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. Past the 20, 10, and they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. On the return, here's Edmonds. And he won't quite make it to the 25. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Murray now to throw. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
Zane Gonzalez.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. Finding room at the 30 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On 2nd down, here's the option. Escaping the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Big Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson. And CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running back?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Now he'll pull it down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 6.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around with a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run with Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. We'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offensive coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
On the return, here's Edmonds. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Now you think about the storylines in a matchup like this, and the one that really leaps to the forefront are 2 quarterbacks, numbers 1 and 2 in the NFL last year in terms of running the football. Jackson over 1,000 yards, and Kyler Murray a bit of a distant second. He had 544 on the ground.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Now, you're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Matt Judon, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
Murray on the keeper.
Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Marcus Golden able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He may try and run for this. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
And they finally bring it down, but he reaches the 16.
That's good. We're up 12.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Jackson to throw. Out to his left. He'll run it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board. I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
Ball carrier.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 10. Just over a minute 40 to play. Being chased out left. And he's going to go down. Back back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Calais Campbell in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Dancing to his left. No, he almost had it.
Murray
Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray back near his goal line. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that first down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the first. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Murray. He'll buy some time right.
Kyler Murray.
And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champion.